On the top, we have... And the ball in the air is batted into the Providence backboard. Stanley Wright has it underneath, squeezes one up, but it's no good. Rebound, Miseviscius, outlet pass, Bruce Campbell. He's up at midcourt with the ball, bringing the ball over the middle now. On the left side, working outside, Dwight Williams. Man-to-man on him is Jiggy Williamson. Dwight goes to the foul line. Stan Wright into Jiggy. Over the middle he comes, left side, trying to beat Williams. Feeds into the corner now. Lem Johnson with the ball in there. Works to Sly Williams, left of the lane. He goes in, feeds in the lane, Randy Wiles. Loses the ball. Picked up now by Dwight Williams, PC. Down the middle he comes, in the lane. Left it goes to Cooper, under the bucket. Short pop shot is no good. Rebound up is no good. We have no whistle. We have a URI ball. Comes out to Johnson. Fierce competition here. Jiggy brings it over the middle. Stop and go dribble to the bucket. Puts it up, partially blocked. Rebound, put up one more time, Stanley Wright. Dwight Williams back over the middle now. Moving back of the foul circle, giving it to Joey Hassett. An outside 20-footer is off the backboard. No good. Rebound, Wright. Rams have it. They rifle it up to Jiggy Williamson in forecourt. On the right, a bouncer into the corner. Sly Williams with the ball in there. Works it outside to right. It goes in the lane. A hook shot by Wiles is good. URI leads 4-0. Dwight Williams bringing the ball back. Over the middle he comes now. Feeds in low. Collapsing defense. The ball side. His team trailing by 4 points. Dwight Williams looks over at Dave Gavitt and he calls the offense here. He's at the right sideline with it. Looking in low. It gets in there to Cooper. Turns. Shoots a pop shot. That is good. First 4 points. Only played about a minute and a half right now. Jiggy brings it over the middle. Holds up the hand signal for the offense. Bounces to the right sideline. Stanley Wright. Giving back to Jiggy. Cutting underneath. Laying it up. It is good. URI leads 6-2. Dwight Williams over the timeline now. He's into forecourt now. Head faking his man. Stop and go dribble. Looks top of the key. Gives to Campbell there. Over in the left corner goes Bob Miseviscius. Guarded by Wiles. He fakes him. Goes baseline. Feeds it out in the lane. Campbell puts it up and it's no good. It's partially blocked. And goaltending is going. Williamson back here for URI. Over the middle he comes. He's on the left side. Man-to-man defense still for the Friars. Feeds a high post. Randy Wiles. Looking behind him, looking underneath, looking right, feeding left. Sly Williams. Soup Campbell's playing him man-to-man. And jumping against Soup Campbell. The top is controlled by no one yet. And finally, Campbell gets it back off a couple of other players. The Friars have it. Moving into forecourt, Dwight Williams. Over the middle on the left now. Looking at the Ram defense, it's still man-to-man for them, too. Top of the key it goes. Bruce Campbell. Looking at the cutter, that's Joey Hassett. He's got the ball on the left sideline. Reverses, comes outside again. Feeds on the right to Dwight Williams. Rams playing tough man-to-man. Dwight with the 19-footer. It's short. Rebound out to Williamson. Jiggy over the middle. Burst to speed. Down the lane he goes. Puts it up in the run. Here come the Friars now. Dwight Williams coming back over the middle. Through the center circle. Looks back to Dave Gavitt again. Feeds left sideline. Joe Hassett. Swings it around here. Now it looks like they're back in the zone. High pass in low. Cooper from the left. Puts it up. No good. Press on by the Friars at the baseline. Lem Johnson with the ball there. Bouncing around his pass. Stolen by Miseviscius. The layup is good. On the steal by Miseviscius. Outlet pass now. Reaches Sly Williams. Providence defense is back. He's along the right sideline with it. Looking outside and feeding out there. Stanley Wright with the ball. Give it off on the right. Sly with about a 20-footer. That's off the rim. No good. The rebound, Bob Cooper. Cooper for the Friars. Given to Dwight Williams. And Dwight over the middle, moves him back in the foul circle, looks over at Hassett and feeds over that way. Joey left sideline with it. Works it into the corner, Dwight Williams. Williams looking out and feeding out. And it's deflected by Jiggy Williamson. Stolen, racing 1-on-2. In low, he puts it up around the net. And the Rams tie it up at 8. On the steal by Jiggy. He went all the way for the deuce. Dwight Williams up court, giving it to Campbell, left sideline. It goes to Hassett into the corner, Miseviscius. Now they're in the zone. It comes outside. And play. Feeding into Dwight Williams now. Back it comes. Joey Hassett right sideline. Sly Williams playing him man-to-man outside now. B comes back on the right sideline. Williams with the ball there. Working to the right side to Miseviscius. Back it comes to Williams. Tie game at 8. He slides now into the key with it and works it off left to Bob Miseviscius. Back out to Williams. Williams from the foul line shoots. It is off the rim, no good. Friars having problems getting in there. Rams playing good defense. Jiggy Williamson coming back. Over the middle he comes now, over the timeline. 15:25 to go. Feeds a high post. Now there's a cutter, but it's stolen by Hassett. The cutter did not go underneath. Stanley Wright. Hassett brings it up. Bounces into the baseline. Cooper along the baseline. Feeds over to Williams. Loses control, but Hassett gets it left corner. Lucky break for the Friars there. Looked like the ball might go out of bounds. Back to Campbell near the left corner. Top of the key comes Williams. Off on the right, Miseviscius. A 14-footer is good. Providence leads 10-8 on a Bob Miseviscius basket. Stanley Wright coming back now for the Rams. Into forecourt he comes. Left side, feeds over here, Lem Johnson. Looking out at Cutters. Friars playing man-to-man again. Off on the right side, Stanley Wright into the lane for a 14-footer. That's off the rim. It is no good. Rebound into the baseline. Jiggy Williamson with it there. Drives out to the foul line. Feeds out behind him to Stan Wright. Back on the left it comes. Johnson with the ball. Measures a 15-footer. That's no good. Rebound. Comes up to Jiggy. He puts up a 20-footer. That's good. And it's all tied up at 10. In forecourt, Miseviscius, 20-footer left corner. Good again. Bob, just about 6 minutes right now. Up over the timeline comes Williamson over the middle, looking at the Friar defense. It looks like zone now on switching defenses for both teams. Over the right sideline in the corner. Drops it underneath. Turnaround popper by Wiles. No good. Rebound, Sly Williams is good. Sly Williams ties it up at 12. Dwight Williams, back over the middle. He's coming down the left now. He's out along the left sideline, working a Hassett outside, top of the key. Drives left, right on him, very tight. Gives out now to Campbell. Campbell spinning, giving out to Dwight Williams. Works left sideline. Hassett shoots a 20-footer. That's around and out. That popped on him. Rebound, Randy Wiles. Boy, they're tight on him. But that one nearly went through the hole, even though he forced it maybe a bit. Left sideline, Sly Williams with the ball. Campbell giving a little room. It goes top of the key, off on the right now. They're working around the corner. Jiggy Williamson. Outside it comes Sly Williams. Top of the key, Randy Wiles. Looking, putting up a 19-footer from there. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds. Right, high pass in low. Gets to Victor Soares. He puts it up, no good. One team taking a 2-point lead. Dwight Williams over the middle now, top of the foul circle. Feeding off right to Soup Campbell. Campbell looking out, feeding Miseviscius. Top of the key at the point guard spot. Works it over left now. Joey Hassett puts up a 25-footer. It is good. That's really Providence by 2. There's Jiggy coming up now, trying to beat Williams. He does, gets in the lane, drops a baseline, juggling the ball as Johnson. He gets it, a high pass and low. Stanley Wright under the bucket, reverse layup is good. Tie score at 14. Just good basketball here. No sloppy play, great shooting, fine defense. Dwight Williams coming down into the baseline. No shot there. He's shut off his Soares. Out to Miseviscius. Looking underneath, nothing doing there. So it comes outside again, Dwight Williams. Right sideline to Hassett. Stanley right on him tight. Gives it to Campbell. Campbell's at the top of the key, spinning into the lane. Knocked out of his hands, and let's see who's going to get it. And Friars quickly into forecourt. Hassett along the right sideline with it. Looking underneath and working into the corner, Dwight Williams. Williams works it out to Eason. Along the right sideline, Dwight Williams with the ball again. Moves top of the foul circle with it. Picks up, goes down the lane to the bucket. Puts it up in the right. No good. Beautiful drive, but it didn't drop for him. Dwight got in there with all those snaky moves, and here come the Rams back now. They can go ahead again with 6:40 to go. Now it's deflected by Campbell, but Sly Williams gets it back. Sly coming up from the left, stops, looks, does not shoot, and instead gives to Vic Soares. Out to midcourt, Jiggy Williamson holds up the offense. The hand signal, 3 fingers. All right, he's sliding in, coming in on the left. Feeding Sly Williams, goes baseline, works it outside. It comes out deep to Stanley Wright at midcourt. So the Rams still have it in forecourt. All right, there's Wright, top of the key, feeding left of the line, Vic Soares in the baseline. Jiggy, about a 12-footer is no good. Rebound, Vic Soares, put up again, no good. Rebound, Miseviscius. He gives to Dwight Williams. Over the middle he comes now, feeding off on the right. Joey Hassett goes to the foul line, drops it off behind him, Miseviscius. Puts up a 13-footer, that's good. Bob Miseviscius really hitting tonight from about 12, 15 feet. Bob is 11 points. Friars lead by 2. Bob Cooper will check back in a moment. Stanley Wright, ball knocked out of his hands. Hassett, Eason picks it up. Ahead it goes to Hassett. Easy 2-pointer. And the layup was good. Deflected by the Friars. Joey got it back. And it's 26-22, 5:31 to go. Friar lead 4. Left sideline, Stanley Wright with the ball now. Bouncing to Victor Soares. Looking underneath, then feeding Randy Wiles. It goes to straight. Both teams have 16 fouls. Now Joe Hassett brings the ball in. Out it comes Dwight Williams, top of the key, goes up in the air with it, feeds a pass, stolen by Sly Williams. Breaks it up, Dwight's back in defensive area. Stuck shot is good by Sly Williams, a dunk. 26-24. There's the first dunk of the night. Nothing that Dwight could do about that one. Sly came in and just deposited the ball. Here's Cooper coming to the corner, putting it up in the run. Gets it back after it's deflected. The Rams with the rebound. This crowd going crazy here now. The Rams on the move. Here's Sly right of the key, feeding over to Jiggy Williamson. Jiggy on the dribble. Backpedals now and works it over to Sly Williams. Sly looking right, holds it out about 40 feet or so. Works to Jiggy Williamson. Sly cutting underneath. Now here's the collision. Back in the forecourt, 3:55 to go. Dwight Williams feeding over to Campbell. Dwight comes over to take it back. Right sideline, looking underneath. Nobody free there. Dwight dribbles to the free throw line. Bounces it over to Campbell on the left. Campbell looking up, but he's not going to shoot. Gives it out instead to Dwight. Now in the lane, turnaround by Eason is no good. Rebound Campbell from the right, puts it up again. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Sly Williams. Being harassed there by... Over the middle they come now. Moving in on the right side. Dwight outside with it. Dribbling to the left, feeding over to Hassett. Left sideline. Joey giving it to Campbell, top of the key. Campbell shoots from there. It is no good. Rebound comes out to the Rams. Jiggy racing over the middle now. Coming down to the foul line. Goes down the lane. Puts it up. No good. Dwight Williams coming back for the Friars. He's in the forecourt now. Back of the foul circle. Looking over at Hassett, but he's covered. Now he feeds Bill Eason left sideline. Eason drives to the foul line. Bounces over to Williams. Williams being played by Jiggy Williamson. Gives it out to Campbell. Back on the right it comes. Dwight Williams. And it goes down to Bill Eason in the right corner. High pass stolen as they're collapsing on Cooper. Rams have it. Lead pass is not quite kept in bounds. In the forecourt now come the Friars. Dwight Williams working about 30 feet out very slowly. Everybody else is stacked in low. Percy Davis is in there now for the Rams. He comes out top of the key. That's Campbell with the ball. Going to the foul line, down the lane, putting one up from in front. It is no good. The ball goes out of bounds. They can go up 4 here, 2:15 to go. Feed goes over and into the corner to Sly Williams. They work it out top of the key. Davis with the ball now. Works it back to Sly. Campbell playing him man-to-man. Sly comes out with it, top of the foul circle, working over to Davis. Davis down the lane. He can't get in, knocked out of his hands. A pile up on the floor. Percy gets it back. And it comes outside. Stanley Wright, less than 2 to go. Back on the left, into the corner. Sly Williams with it. Sly shoots from there. It is off the rim, no good. Batted out, but it comes out to Sly Williams. Gets it underneath, deflected out by 2 feet, comes out deep to midcourt. Jiggy Williamson. All right, they'll start from there right now. They'd like to go off here with the lead, of course. They have it by 2 right now. Friars are playing zone again. It goes over to Sly Williams, right sideline, into the corner. Stan Wright. Wright moves out a couple of steps, looks underneath, and feeds. So it sailed into the Ram rooting section there. Comes up quickly to Cooper at the baseline. Moves into the lane. Knocked out of his hands. Stolen by the Rams. Stanley Wright bringing the ball back over the middle now. And he's safely in forecourt. Rams get the break, and they get it back. 1:15 to go. Off on the right sideline into the corner. Sly Williams working underneath. There's a shot up blocked by Campbell. Picked off by Dwight Williams. Here come the Friars. Dwight loses the ball. The foul line picked up by Eason. He gets over to Hassett. Hassett working it out to Dwight again. 1 minute to go. Back to Hassett, left sideline. Head faking his man, going in. And as he goes up with a shot, and the Rams are on the move here again. They're looking good the last couple of minutes. They've sort of dominated the play. Jiggy over the middle. Feeding Sly Williams to the foul line. Rolls out, puts up a 10-footer from the right. No good. Rebound Bob Cooper. He gives to Oristaglia. 40 seconds to go. Paul over the middle with it. Stops, feeds Hassett on the right. Joey has Stan Wright with him. He stops on the right. Can't get a shot off. Giving to Oristaglia. Goes baseline with it. Works it out to Joey. 30 seconds to go. Looking underneath. He turns. Shoots a 15-footer. That's good. High score at 28. Joe Hassett connecting. 18 seconds to go. Rams will look for the last one here. The feed goes over on the right sideline to Sly Williams. 12 seconds to go. Pass comes over to Stanley Wright. 10 seconds out of midcourt. Back on the right to Sly. 7 seconds to go. Sly on a drive at the foul line. 4 seconds to go. Gets it over to Jiggy. 10 seconds to go. Shot is no good. And I believe, and it's all over for the first half. And Cooper and Wiles on the top pitch, controlled by Providence. Moving to our left. Dwight Williams in the forecourt now on the right sideline, feeding it out to Hassett, gives to Miseviscius, left to the foul line. He works it in low to Cooper. Cooper has it knocked out of his hands by that collapsing Ram defense. Outlet pass deflected by Miseviscius, kept in, but Sly Williams gets it back. Kept in by Dwight Williams, but Sly Williams got there first, and he's got the ball. Feeds over to Lem Johnson from the right. About an 8-footer is good. 30-28, URI by 2. Dwight Williams feeding over to Campbell along the right sideline. Gives it out to Miseviscius, top of the key. Bob working over to Dwight Williams again. Top of the key again. He comes to Hassett. He's guarded man-to-man by Wright. He moves in, bounces in low to Cooper. Shoots a short one. Up and in. Tie score at 30. So each side has a bucket here in the second half. Stanley Wright back over the middle now. Back of the foul circle. Feeds over to Sly Williams. Into the corner goes Jiggy. Shut off by Dwight Williams. Comes out again to Sly. He sidesteps to the top of the key. He goes up in the air. Deflects it by Campbell. It's stolen by Campbell. Going down court. Up, puts a shot up. It is no good. He was chased by 2 and sort of forced the shot as the Rhode defense caught up to him. Into the corner. Williamson works it out to Wiles. 15-footer is good. Randy Wiles. 32-30. URI by 2. Dwight Williams working to Miseviscius' right sideline. He stumbles but shoots anyway. 14-footer is good. Miseviscius with 13 points. Here come the Rams back now. Stanley Wright over the middle now. Moving in along the left sideline. Joey Hassett playing a man-to-man. Feeds it back along the left sideline. Lem Johnson with it there. He's a fine basketball player. Out to Randy. At the foul line. Wiles cross court. Sly about a 15-footer. He's off the rim. No good. Rebound. Comes out to Cooper. Moving into forecourt now. Comes in on the right. Stops. And feeds out to Hassett on the right sideline. Picked up by his man, Lem Johnson. They swing it around to the top of the key. Miseviscius with a 20-footer. That's good again. He has 15 points now. 7 for 7, says Ray Perry. In forecourt, the Rams of URI on the right sideline. Lem Johnson with the ball, feeding out to Randy Wiles at the foul line. Gives it off behind him. Jiggy goes foul line with it. Goes off to the left. Stops. Puts up a 12-footer. That's around and in. Tie score again at 34. Dwight Williams back for the Friars now. Top of the key. Feeding into Cooper. In low. Rolls to the bucket. And as he applied, feeding it to Campbell. Soup starts to dribble and works it outside to Williams. High pass in low. Deflected again by the Rams and nearly went in. Ball bounced off Sly, I believe, and nearly went into the basket. But it came down and no harm done for URI. They have the basketball. Jiggy in forecourt. Give it to the foul line. Lem Johnson with a double team. Puts it up anyway and in over 2 players. 36-34 URI. Dwight Williams back, feeding off of the right, Soup Campbell. Campbell giving it out to Hassett. Hassett behind a Campbell pick. It's picked up by Sly. Cross court, it comes to Dwight. He puts up an 18-footer. That's good. That's good.
That went so clean, it was hard to see.
36 all. 16:30 to go. Tie score again. Great shooting here in the second half. Stanley Wright to a cutter. Sly, he lays it up and in. Beautiful play by the Rams. Stanley Wright to Sly Williams. 38-36. Dwight Williams in forecourt. Down the lane he goes. Stop and go dribble. Back in the lane to Campbell. Campbell works it off on the right. Cooper going to the lane, to the bucket. Puts it up from in front. It does it in the second half. 10 points apiece. Jiggy Williamson bringing the ball back for the Rams. Moving in back of the key. Friars in zone now. Off on the right he goes. Into the corner, Sly Williams. Zone moves that way, comes outside again to Jiggy. Works it back to Sly. He's playing the right sideline now. Goes baseline, he takes an 18-footer. That is good. URI leads 40-38. Dwight Williams giving to Joe Hassett outside. Into Campbell in the left corner. Picked up. So forget those team records. Rams are proving their point tonight. Into Lem Johnson. Baseline jumper is no good. Rebound. Sly Williams put up. Doesn't go for him. And he's fouled by 2. Joey Hassett coming back for the Friars. 13:28 to go. Off the right, Dwight Williams with the ball. Giving it back to Joey. Top of the key. Sly moves in on him. So the feed goes back on the right to Dwight. Miseviscius left him. Hassett moves forward for about a 12-footer. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound put up by Sly Williams. That's no good. And the Fire fans thought they had interference there, but nothing was called. The Rams had the ball. Into forecourt, Lem Johnson with it, feeding into the corner. Jiggy Williamson shoots from there. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound, nobody yet. They keep it into Miseviscius. Off Dwight Williams. Up it comes Joe Hassett, gives baseline to Bruce Campbell, out to Joey. Measures a 25-footer. It's good. 46 all. Boy, this is one of the greatest 8-minute stretches I've seen in a long, long time in college basketball. Off on the left sideline, Jiggy Williams beating Lem Johnson. It comes outside. Stanley Wright, top of the key. Sly with about a 20-footer. That's good again. The Rams lead by 2, 48-46. Dwight Williams bringing the ball back, feeding over to Campbell. Takes a long one from the right, but it's good. Totally incredible. Fires to a cutter now. Stan Wright. He lunges one up from the right. Giving it to Dwight now. Dwight coming back over the timeline. Through the center circle. Back in the foul circle with it. And feeding over to Bill Eason. Giving it to Miseviscius. Off to Williams on the left now. Top of the key again, Miseviscius. Pass deflected up. Hassett working into Miseviscius. Back to Joey in the corner. Gives to Miseviscius. Back top of the key it comes. Dwight Williams feeds over to Eason. The Friars pretty well spread out. Not their four corners to Dwight. High post. Miseviscius to Eason. Back to Miseviscius. Off on the left to Dwight. Now in the lane, Eason for the 10-footer. That's good. Bill Eason putting the Friars ahead by 2. 6:22 to go. 60-58. And you can just almost feel that the Rams are going to tie it up. This time down court. Sly Williams with the ball on the left. Has it knocked out of his hands by Miseviscius. Out of bounds. Percy Davis with it. Feeding out to Sly. Sly works it off on the right. Jiggy Williamson picked up by Dwight. Back to Davis on the left sideline it goes now. Lem Johnson with the ball. Working it out to Jiggy. Top of the key. Sly. There's about a 22-footer. That's good again. Sly Williams. 60-60. Dwight Williams over to Hassett. Beats baseline. Miseviscius, 12-footers off the rim, and it's no good. Rebound Cooper. Feed goes into Campbell. Outside Dwight Williams with the ball. Looking at the URI zone now. Hassett to Dwight, to Miseviscius. Into the corner, Bruce Campbell. Campbell, 4 personals. Gives out to Miseviscius, to Hassett now. 25 feet out. Not thinking of shooting right now. Feeds over to Dwight Williams. 5:26 to go. Into Campbell now on the left. Knocked out of his hands. But Hassett runs out of a pocket and rescues that one for the Friars. Now to Campbell at the foul line. Back out to Hassett. Miseviscius right sideline. He's out to Joey. There's a 25-footer. That's short. Rebound juggle. The Rams have it. Sly Williams. Coming up to the 5-minute mark. Jiggy bringing the ball down. Sly 7 out of 8 in this half. They feed it around to him. He shoots from the corner. Partially deflected. And the rebound allowed to go out of bounds. It'll be... Let's see what the call's going to be here. Joe, all right, to put it in play. High pass, gets into Davis, puts it up and in from in front. Percy Davis, 62-60, URI, 4:48 to go. Dwight over the middle, feeding Joe Hassett. Hassett dribbling to the right sideline, feeding Dwight Williams. Williams spins away from his man. On the right side, loses the ball, and on the tap, it is nobody's tap there. Now putting the ball in the air, and the tap is controlled by Providence. Joey Hassett feeding out to Dwight Williams. 4:30 to go. Rams by 2. Hassett to Dwight. Williams outside, feeding over to Campbell along the right sideline. Campbell dribbles with the ball, give it to Dwight Williams now. Top of the key it goes with Miseviscius. Hassett works it into Dwight Williams to Campbell at the foul line. Double team. Gives to Dwight again down the lane. Squeezes one up. And in. Here's Jiggy up in the forecourt. 4 minutes to go right now. Less than 4 as Jiggy takes a pass back. Bounces into the corner. Moving along. Percy Davis tries a pass. Deflected out of bounds. And then finally feeds into Sly on the right corner. But no, he works it outside this time. And he works it out to Jiggy Williamson. 3:47 to go. Now we're going to have the cat and mouse here for a while on both teams. Percy Davis with the ball. Double team. Gets it out. Stolen by Hassett. Friars have it. Hassett is... Hassett will feed into Miseviscius. Goes back to Hassett. Miseviscius. Cross court it comes. Dwight Williams into the baseline. Short jumper by Cooper is no good. Rebound the Rams. Rams have it. They can go ahead now. And sooner or later, somebody's going to run out of time here. It's all tied. Over to Sly on the right sideline. Fakes a pass. Gets to Randy Wiles at the foul line. Now a high pass. Deflected out. And feeding in low. And the ball deflected. Ball into Davis. Out it comes Jiggy Williamson. Playing out deep. On the right. Fires in the zone. Feed goes back in now to Jiggy. He's playing outside. Looking at the Friars zone. Coming up to the 3-minute mark. Into a high post. Randy Wiles feeds on the left. Here's a 14-footer. Percy Davis. Good. Off the glass. Percy Davis putting the Rams in front, 64-62. Dwight Williams coming back, working over to Hassett. Into the corner goes Campbell. Outside, Hassett with the ball now. And the Ram fans getting kind of excited. They have the lead. Now the clock is winding down to 2:39. Miseviscius with the ball. Give it back to Dwight on the right. Dwight to Miseviscius, top of the key. High pass, in low to Cooper, and as he goes up with a block, but over the end, Campbell in the corner. Coming over to take the ball. Time out on the floor at Civic Center. Joey bounced it in now. Dwight Williams, 2:23 to go. Williams takes it back from Campbell, gives him Miseviscius. Into Hassett in the corner. Dribbles outside with it, working to Williams. Top of the key, it comes Miseviscius. Works over to Hassett on the left. Now they work to Campbell. Campbell goes in the lane, loses the ball. Randy Wiles has it for the Rams. And they're in control. And the Rams are on the move now. 64-62, they lead. Friars can waste some team fouls. They only have 2 right now. Sly with the ball on the left sideline, feeding it out. But it's the only thing I can think of. That's the 17th foul. The Friars put it in play. 1:44 to go. Campbell with the ball, giving it over to Dwight Williams, back to Campbell. Rams lead by 2 to Hassett in the corner. Joey to Williams, cross-court Campbell. 1:30 to go. Comes to Dwight Williams out near midcourt, feeding it back over to Campbell. Campbell moves forward a couple of inches, feeds back to Dwight on the left. In low it goes Miseviscius. Works it out to Dwight Williams. 1:20 to go. Over on the right, Joe Hassett. Hassett dribbles to his left, feeding to Dwight Williams. 1:15 to go. At the Civic Center. Score URI 60. Kelly Hassett gives into Dwight Williams. Clock winding down towards 1 minute. Now pass into Miseviscius. He comes from the right. He puts it up and in. He's fouled. 64. And the press on here, of course, by the Friars. The Rams in the backcourt. 1 minute to go. Stanley Wright over the middle. Looking around at the clock. Randy Wiles feeding off on the left sideline. His play will start again. It goes to Lem Johnson. He's on the left now. Lem sidesteps, goes in the corner, feeds it out to Sly. 25 feet out. He drives. He's getting in. He puts it up underhand. And in! Off the backboard. Beautiful move. Sly Williams. URI leads by 1. Campbell with a 14-footer. That's good. 67-66. 29 seconds to go. Jiggy into forecourt. Feeding off here on the right side. 66. Friars. Feed into the backcourt. Sly Williams. Gives over to Jiggy. 20 seconds to go. Jiggy on a drive. Feeds over in the corner. Lem Johnson with the ball. 16 seconds to go now. Still holds his spot there. And it comes out to Sly. 12 seconds to go. And then bounces it into Randy Wiles. Wiles gets it out. Jiggy. 8 seconds to go. He drives down the lane. Squeezes one up, but it's no good. Rebound. Comes to Campbell. 2 seconds to go. Valley. It showed 2. It showed 1, and the Friar had the ball. There was no call there. The Friars go off the winner in an unbelievable game, 67-60.